Hi, my name is Jürgen Haaland, and I'm a concept developer, art director, and designer from Bergen, Norway. As you probably know, YouTube has changed its rule for who is getting their monetization, and this affects me too. I'm close to 1,000 subscribers, but I'm lacking around 300. If you like my videos on Cinema 4D, Photoshop and more, please share my videos and also subscribe, of course. I will be really grateful. And in this tutorial, I'm going to show you a trick in Photoshop to clean up images. As all 3D designers should know, if you really like to make photorealism, you need to know how a camera works. Of course, it's called photorealism, not realism. So it's the photographic principles are really important for 3D. We do the same things as the camera does. We try to capture light. And this tip I picked up from a really great photographer. And it's for picking up the hidden details. The hidden stuff that you can feel that something is off. And it's often happening on flat surfaces that is hard to see where the problem is. Now I'm going to show you how to clean it up. And it's really simple. The trick is to make this wavy setup. And I've even made two different ones with totally different waves. And now I'm just going to pull off my cleanup so you can see this a little bit easier. And I'm going to take away the screen. So yeah, this Game Boy is old and it's not possible to clean this screen by hand. What I did, I created a curves and I just set a new point and I just drag this up and down and up and down and up and down. And just adjust this a little bit more and you can see now all the small details are really getting noticed. My next trick, I make a new layer on top of the image and I'd use two different tools. I'd use the clone stamp tool and the healing brush tool. I use clone stamp tool where I see that there's no problem getting the right colors and lines like this, stuff that are really similar. And I use the healing brush where I need to get rid of some spots without losing other detail. One thing that is really important is the noise. Trying to keep the noise as much as possible. My first trick is that use the function current and below. It looks at your current layer and everything below in the list. If I set it to all layers, you see that it includes the top layer also, the curves, and the result is horrible. And and one tip I got is keep the harness really sharp. If you have it too soft, set it to current and below. You will have also problems with artifacts. You get some softness around the areas where you have cleaned the surface. Here I'm gonna use the healing brush. Remember to hit Alt to sample an area. So of course, going to use all layers, current and below, and this is how you clean it. And you can really see where the problem area lies, and try to keep the noise as said before. And for edges like this, it's a bit hard to use the curves. I turn off the curves, pick the clone stamp tool, go of course down again to the correct layer, and trying to hit the right spot. So it's a good trick, but it doesn't work everywhere. Where this curves trick really shines is on areas where it's really hard to see where are the problems. You can maybe feel it, but you can't see it. And if you hit down the curves, okay, there's not a lot of problems, but okay, if I turn on the more intense curves version, you can see there here are some spots that, of course, now when I've really focused in on it, it's easy to see, but yeah, now it's really prominent with the curves adjustment. Yeah, let's get rid of it. Small imperfections, trying to make the perfect image, of course. Yeah, so this is a okay cleaned up Game Boy. Everybody knows that this type of Game Boy is old, so it doesn't need to really shine. And by cleaning up, you can see where are the problems or where are some imperfections you can then convert into your 3D scene and get those correct imperfections, because it's all about the dynamics in the picture that sells the render. So by taking picture of this and studying the surface, you can see that this is a really small bumpy surface, and yeah, and it picks up noise and dust underneath the screen and so on. So you get the knowledge of where are the problems in a typical product, of course, that has a type of wear and tear. And let's talk a little bit about stories. Here we have a Game Boy, and with some simple tricks we can make this much more compelling. By adding a game image to the screen, this can be much more interesting. Every small detail, something else that can add some extra symbolism, is good for the image. We have the battery on light here, so it's saying that this machine is working. And we can add maybe a gaming screen. Now this is telling so much more. It's about a game. It's not just the Game Boy, but it's also about games. It's about a specific game, and I have set up different games. Tetris, Game Over, that could also tell something about that this type of machine is old, and it has had its lifetime, and also it's referring to a game. So think about the content in the picture and not just that it is a picture. Here is some Super Mario 2. And just to add some extra details, I put back some of the noise from the image on top of the game. It's really subtle, but it's something okay. It's easier to see with the Metroid screen here. That's about it. That's the stuff that I wanted to show. And if you like my videos, hope you share it with people that would be interested in this type of videos. Pick your favorite. It doesn't need to be this tutorial at all. It will help me a lot, and it will help me keep on creating more content for my YouTube channel. So that's about it. Everything has a story, and you can make it even more compelling and easier to read. Good luck with cleaning up your images, and goodbye.